Welcome to my kitchen. Um, I'm not cooking anything today, but I want to talk about comfrey with regard to menopause. Um, I have a bit of a comfrey problem. Well, it's not really a problem. And if it's a problem, it's a first world problem. But okay, so if you have a garden and your friend offers you a comfrey plant, which mine did, and I readily said yes. Actually, two friends offered me comfrey plants. Now I know why. They're beasts. They spread. Um, I have I've got about 100,000 comfrey plants at this point, just popping up everywhere. I have spent hours just digging up the baby plants, uprooting them, trying to clear and more. It's like that game whack-a-mole or whatever you call it, with when the rabbits' heads pop up and you've got to keep bashing them down. So I've given up. Um, it is great for the base of plants and making comfrey water. It's got so many great properties, but just beware if you're planting it, or if you do plant it somewhere contained. Okay, that's a tip. Okay, so I was wondering, like, what can I do with all this comfrey? And then I picked up my menopause book. I bought this book a few years ago. Hadn't Well, I've kind of dipped in and out over the years. And lo and behold, it turns out that comfrey is one of the powerhouse herbs for menopause. It's got wonderful properties. Um, I mean, you could probably just do a Google search and work it out yourself, but it's really rich in protein. It's good for calcium. We need extra calcium when we're going through menopause. And the recommendation from Susan Weed, author of this book, which is called New Menopausal Years, The Wise Woman Way. I left this on the back. Your body knows more about menopause than your doctor does. It's true. Okay. One of the ways that you can take comfrey is in an infusion. So that's what I'm going to make today. It's so simple. And first of all, difference, a little bit of info here. Difference between a tea, an infusion, and a tincture. A tea is a small amount of herb brewed over a short amount of time in hot water. And a tincture is something else altogether with vinegar. An infusion is a large amount of herbs brewed in water for a long period of time. This infusions, compared to teas and tinctures, have got more nutritional value and more medicinal value. So I think it's the way to go. Now, you do need a lot of herb, which is not a problem for me. This is what I just picked, literally just there. But we need dried herb for infusion. So I'm going to hang these up and dry them for another date. But here are some I dried earlier. 30 grams in a liter. And I'm guessing that this amount of leaves is probably about half that, like 15 grams. So I'm going to put them in my Pyrex and add half a liter of water and then let it sit for 4 hours and then drink a little glass of that every day. And that's going to be my vow to myself. And I'm sure it's not an exact science anyway, whether we get exactly the right amount. Although, one thing that's important to know about comfrey, there are two types of comfrey. I mean, I'm sure there's loads, but two main types. There's wild comfrey and there's cultivated comfrey. Wild comfrey will kill you, so you want to stay clear of that. And that is about 3 foot tall, and its flowers are white, cream, or yellow. Cultivated comfrey grows up to about 5 foot tall, and its flowers are lilac purple. Mine has no flowers because we're past flower season. So you just want to be careful that your comfrey is cultivated and not wild. Okay, so that's all my leaves. I'm actually going to put them into this jar and fill this with half a liter of water. It's filtered. I'm going to pour this on top of the leaves. Shove those down a bit. Actually, I'll add a little bit more. So there we have our comfrey leaves in water, as simple as that. Then we put lid on and let it sit for about 4 hours. And yeah, that's it. Um, other uses for comfrey, like it's excellent for your bones. Um, so that's really important for now because our bones during menopause don't take up as much calcium as they typically do. So we want to really focus on calcium rich foods, on taking them in, and then avoiding foods that leach calcium or that impede our body's ability to take in calcium. Those include soy products, the unfermented soy products, white flour, sugar, alcohol, caffeine. They're the ones that come to me off the top of my head. So yeah, stay away from those if you can. I'm doing okay. I did come back from a recent trip addicted to bread, but I've broken the habit again, the addiction. These things happen. I did also drink some alcohol. Um, yeah, but we can't be good all the time. So there we go. Comfrey infusion for menopause. And you're going to drink about this much, just a little glass every day. This will last only about 3 or 4 days before it gets rotten. So you want to use it and then just keep making more. And yeah, if you want to come and visit me and steal some of my comfrey, you're very welcome.